Hey folks, welcome back to the garage. If you are new here, I am rebuilding this 1989 Mustang GT from high school. It sat at my parents' garage for 18 plus years. Brought it here, started working on it about 4 years ago. Now we're doing a Coyote swap. So we're working our way through that. Today we will be opening up this control pack. We will see if we can start installing it. We're kind of in a liminal state here where we're going to get the engine to start. After that, I'm probably going to switch to doing some resto stuff over the winter. Ideally, we'll get the transmission done over the winter as well. Hopefully, we'll get this thing back on the road by next year. Cool. So let's crack this thing open and take a look. Open. Harness. Oh no, it came with a radiator hose. I did not need the radiator hose. I already bought this. Oh, that's something I did not say was on the thing. What is this? What kind of switch is this? Is that the clutch safety? Yeah, look at that. We're gonna have a pedal soon. Oxygen sensors. Now, this air box that it comes with, it's supposedly tuned for this. Eventually we're not going to use this, but just to start it up, because it has a mass air sensor in it, I believe. What else we got? What is this? This, I think, is the actual computer. Yeah, okay. Hell yeah. Cool. All right, let's open up this this wiring, and I'll show you how easy this thing is to install. All right, so this is the main interface here. So they give you, this is a circuit breaker, 250 amps, and this plugs into the PCM. Basically, first one, you start off with this one. This is the ignition toggle. When the key is forward, you apply, I believe, 12 volt to this, and this wakes up the system and tells it that it's ready to go. This system has hot at all times. It has, this is, I believe, for the starter. Yes, this is for the starter. I'm not using the starter, so we'll cap that off. And this is just an extra ground, I think. Yep. Cool. So when this has 12 volts, the computer will apply 12 volts to the fuel pump as necessary. Cool. So there's that. Now this is the rest of the harness here. I printed this out, so it does not come with instructions. Okay, so this goes to CAN bus. I don't have a CAN bus. Key on 12 volts. There we go. All right. So there's a diagram of all the relays and fuses. Cool. So what we'll do today is we're going to put things in their appropriate places. We'll just kind of route things around. Check it out. Check engine light is here. This is the OBD2 hookup for this. Cool. So that's for the alternator. Mass airflow. I think this is the intercooler, supercharger intercooler. We don't need this, so we're gonna have to block this off. It also has a hookup for the cooling fan. I also mentioned we're not using the starter here, so we'll block this off. And here's the connection to the PCM. This should be, okay, so that's for the clutch. And then this should be for the pedal. Let's first install that PCM bracket. That shouldn't take too long. If you remember, I was also kind of concerned about this, and I believe that this should replace what I was worried about. All right, so this is, again, I think I mentioned this already, but this is going to be temporary. Let's put this here. Yeah, this thing is clown shoes. Again, this is temporary. This is just so that we can get closer to firing this thing up. And the reason why we need this on is because of this mass air sensor right here. All right, let's make sure that that doesn't touch the headers or anything. although it is a fire blanket. So I have to plug this in, get rid of this. All right, what were we gonna actually do though? Oh, PCM bracket, right. Interesting. Now, nobody's ever gonna see this part because the fender covers it, but try it one more time. Cool, all right, so that'll fit flush now. J-clip in. I gotta drill this out, but this can go to the workbench. We can hook up the computer. Through. Can. Cool. I think we're good. Might have to hit that again, but let it dry for now. Okay, so with this mounted in the fender, you add this like this, and then the foam pads go on here. Don't really want vibration for electronics. Okay. That's pretty solid on there. All right, so while we're waiting for that paint to dry, let us work on the pedal. I'm assuming this goes like this, which would give us pedal. That would fit right here. Let's squeeze you out of there. I don't think it comes with the appropriate hardware to hook this up to here. So let me see what I got that fits. All right, I found these two random nylon washer thingies. Let's see if I can get this in, if they'll fit. All right, so those are taped in. They're 10mm heads on the back. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They work without the washer. Elbow grease. Yeah, I can't lean over that. Let's see if we can do it this way. No, no we cannot. All right, I got it. Much better. So my biggest problem was that I put this POR 15, I got some of the threads, so I had to undo this one and then crank down on this one first, and then I was able to get this one on. That is solidly in there. It's not going anywhere. Cool, so let's just clean this up so that it has a flat mounting surface. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to snake the wiring up into here, so I might just try to bring in the cabling here for now, but check this out. Okay, you know what? Maybe I can. I'm not sure of the correct order of operations here, but I'm pretty certain I'm doing it wrong. And this bottom one's gonna have to come back out because there's a support that goes out to the fender next here. PCM is installed, pretty solid. Let's see about routing the harness. All right, I'm gonna do my best to show what the deal is here. Okay, so here is this is the grommet, so it separates inside stuff and outside stuff. Now I could take this through here, popping this out. Alright, so I took a quick break to hang out with my dog, and I had a thought. Do we think we could remove, so if I cut out like this here, because that's about the same width, and I take this off, can we snake all of this stuff through it? I could probably just cut these off and snake those through. Let's do that. Let's do a quick modification. All right, so they give you this grommet that looks like it could work perfectly fine with a round hole. However, I have a PCM hole that is this size. So I'm wondering if I could drill this out and snake this all the way around here past all this stuff and have a more custom looking connection into the car. The only thing I'm worried about is that like this is the thickness on the inside of this, and if you notice that is much bigger. So I'm really gonna have to ream into it here to get this in. But let's try it, because I could always buy another one of these if I don't like it. And if I can't get it over here, then I could just leave this one on for now. Cool, so let's drill this out and try this out. This is rubber, it'll stretch. All right, so I probably will have to take this bracket off. So let's take a good look at how this looks. Does that unscrew? I have to buy some soft jaws pliers. So if I can't fit this through, and this doesn't come off, will everything else fit through here though? Okay, I can make that fit. This will not fit. Now the other option would be simply to cut the bottom of this and put it over. I also don't think I'm going to get this thing through here. Yeah, that's not going to happen either. We are going to cut this. So, all right, let's put this back together. Let's buy another one of these, right? Okay. I'm generally not a fan of cutting these grommets. And if you do, you should seal them, because the water just will come down here and just travel right along. But I'm not that worried about it, because I'm not going to be driving this thing in the... Let's just take this for now, just to keep it together. And could always like dump some RTV in the crack. All right, that is pretty close to where I need it. So what you do is you just dump some kind of sealant, caulk, whatever, right into this little bucket here. Let's go put this on the car. What? I didn't put this on backwards. You put this on backwards. Yeah, I put it on backwards. So let's get back into position here. What does this go to? Oh, this is the... Let's get all this thing through here. Okay. Guess we're just gonna find out where this stuff naturally lands. Okay. How much more can I pull in through here? Oh boy, okay. It's not a lot. All right, I'm gonna have to take this out again, or loosen it, and then install this in here. But before we do that, this is gonna have to be grounded somewhere. All right, we might not even bother with this grommet right now, because again, we're just getting towards first fire, and then we'll figure out where this stuff lives permanently afterwards. You can't even see. Forget that grommet for now. We do have to kind of like keep going with this. So let's see if we can just figure out some kind of optimal routing for this to go away. It's gonna go here to this. This mass airflow. This gets capped off. This goes to the alternator. Alright. This goes to the PCM. This goes to the fan. And the starter lead we don't have to worry about. There's too much stuff right here. But we're not going to worry about this right now. We're going to leave this like this. I am going to have to ground this somewhere. I'll figure that one out too. Here we have the connection from these two harnesses. And then these two need to come down underneath to connect to the PCM. Oh, there we go. All right, I'm going to cut this one short here. So what did we do today? We got some wiring hooked up here. That's pretty good. We got the pedal almost installed. We got the bracket. For those of you asking, it does have a filter. I don't know if you can see. One other thing to note, this plug pulls right out because the little tooth that holds the thing in is missing on my alternator here. We will figure that out. Like I said, I might actually replace this alternator. We started figuring out where we're going to put stuff. Again, not exactly sure where I want to put this, but it would be great if I can get it over here. Not sure about that, because if we look over here, this might be okay. I might have enough to get over there. This wiring will go that way, mostly to that side, and then I'll have this, which is that hookup that I was telling you about before, with the ignition and fuel pump wiring, which is over there, pretty close to that. So that would be connecting right to this. Cool, so that's our interior wiring. I do have to ground this here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but I can extend this a little bit and then put like a ground. I can put a ground in somewhere over here, which would be fine. Next episode, I will start wiring up the inside of this so that we can fire this off and test it. I also want to test the fuel pump, so we'll see where we're at with that. Yeah, so if you like this video for some reason, I don't know, maybe you did, drop me a thumbs up. If you want to see this thing kick off, subscribe, because you'll get notifications, possibly. I don't know. I think you have to hit the bell for that. You also did a Coyote swap. Let me know where you put that fuse box. I'm interested. Thanks for watching. Always build responsibly, and I will see you next time. I have a grommet problem. Grommet problem. Lots and lots of grommet problems. All right, so the engine in the car, it has a heart, and this would be the brain. Jesus, I knew that was gonna happen. Fuck this thing. Shit. Still leaking. Holy shit, that's not a lot. It's not a lot.